rumors spreading round United Texas town about the shack outside the game. And you know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that whole mile on the range. They got a lot of nice girls.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Apex This replay here on Backseat Broadcast. We have a special guest here with us tonight. We got Tyler P.R. Richards and Matt Adkins. How's it going, fellas? They're out there somewhere. There we are. What's up, guys?
I'm here. Happy to be here.
Good. Welcome. We are just starting out the qualifying session here. We're at Daytona with the MX-5s, which everybody was talking about, and so I'm looking forward to the start of this. Matt, you raced in this one, no?
I did. It was an up and down race for me, and had a couple battles in there, and I think there was battles all around, so it should be fun to watch.
Good. Yeah. No, I'm excited about this one. We're doing things a little bit out of order, as I can't seem to put my finger on all the replays. I think we're missing a couple from Sebring. I'll get those in due time. And actually, I think we might just have to skip ahead, because now that I think about it, this is Richard's replay file, and I think we only have Richard's qualifying. Now that I think about it. Hey, quick question. Can you guys hear the sound of the cars? Negative.
Yep.
That is a major bummer. All right, so we're going to quickly just watch Richard go around the track for a couple of seconds and see if I can't figure out how to add some sound to that.
And if not, we'll manage. I can add my own sound effects.
Yeah. If you guys need some help, it's like it's a rice burner Sundays. So
grab a pot and bang on it to see.
There you go. There you go. I can't wait to hear what the new touring cars are like. I'm getting the Honda Civic. I think we're gonna go with the Type R. You guys running Tuesdays?
I think I'm going back to Sundays on GT3s.
You're going back to Sundays on GT3s. No, I want
watch out.
Gotta run that Porsche.
Gotta run that Porsche. If you're not, who else is? Anyways, so unfortunately, I don't think I can. We got a screen shared. We got all this extra stuff. Let's see.
In quick side note, in your Discord settings, it
Yeah.
might be under that. When you're sharing a screen, it
Right.
might just have your audio muted when you're sharing a stream. So you go to settings, game activity, and then add the application that you're sharing. So in this case, you're sharing with us, Streamlabs.
Sorry, is this in my Discord settings?
Yes. Yeah. Settings. Then what did I say? What? No. You go to voice and audio. Sorry, voice and video. What did I say? And then on that page, when you scroll down, and there a setting to share? Actually, you know what? Not that page. Keep scrolling down on the left side. Go to game activity. So it'll be under game settings. Do you see that on the left anywhere? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Activity settings, activity status. Click that. And then it says no game detected. See if you can pick from a drop down the Streamlabs OBS. Like a little, add it. No. I'm looking for it as well. Like that's why. On that activities status, see if you can add Streamlabs, and then. Quick question: you don't just have Streamlabs like muted in your like Windows mixer page or anything, right? Just minimize Streamlabs OBS and see if that makes us have sound. This is like a plethora of bugs. I'm just going through like a bug list on Reddit. Nope.
That's fun.
Nope. That doesn't fix it either. Except that actually paused it. I think we'll just have to manage without it.
Yeah, they're not loud cars anyway.
Yeah, right. All right. Well, there you have it, folks. We are going to. How is nobody setting times yet, though? Which is. Oh, there's Richard. Oh, goodness. Set,
That must be
set
the
it.
end of qualifying.
Yeah, set it anywhere. That's how Richard lets us know we're done with it. 9 minutes and 49 seconds on the board. That's how long it takes for us to not screw in a light bulb. And we are just going to jump into the next session. Let's run down our race grid now that it's here. We have Brian DeVries, pole position, followed by Josh Olson. Row 2 is Paul Langer and Kelly Greenhoe, followed by Brian Zinn. Jedediah Babinek is back with us. Stan Hammonds, Brian Lemke, Robbie Campbell, and Matt Adkins in the top 10 there. Andre Garcia is followed by Corey Mitchell, Kenny Teal, Kent Kruger, Troy Banks, Richard Swindells, Chad Sosnowski, Michael Harney, Dan Fendick, Mark Bray, and then Donovan Smith, Elliot Gorberg, and Russell Elizondo, and hopefully a couple of these guys down at the bottom. But
That's why I wasn't there.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, we were messing around with the program earlier, and so we have far too many things listed for your viewing entertainment down at the bottom.
Last MX-5 race of the season.
That it is. We have a full pace lap out here for good measure, too. Nice full grid.
Heck of a points chase, too. It's going to be interesting.
And looks like Sean Giroux back here is the 31st driver to stack up on the grid. So a lot of guys out there. And Matthew, here you are sitting in 10th place. You going to spoil the surprise for us of what is to come?
Well, definitely the name of the game for turn 1 at Daytona was to survive, and some of us did well at the job, and others did not. So I can leave it at that.
Okay.
Till we actually see it on the camera.
You seem pretty chipper about the whole situation. Maybe time heals all wounds, or were you one of the guys to survive?
I sneaked out by the skin of my teeth, so
Okay,
that's
cool.
probably why I'm okay with seeing it again.
Okay, there we go. Not going to be too traumatizing for you, and it looks like we're ready to shove off here. Wait, it's not a full pace lap. Are we right at before the bus stop?
Correct. We are starting
okay.
right at the bus stop.
Never mind.
Looks like the leaders are already building up a gap to the pace
Yeah,
car
right.
right off the bat. Oh, that's always a rest in peace for success.
Yeah, quite a ways far back too. I did not realize how far back they actually started, which might be why turn 1 has such an issue.
You're just making stuff up.
Pace car's barely in view right now.
Let's try to get a nice wider camera angle. The pace car's not that far ahead. Everybody's really leaving a ton of room at the start. Almost seems like everybody's trying to, gear up for that big launch. And we've already hit it out there, and somebody's hit something as we've already made a little bit of contact going over the line, and somebody spun into the pit lane.
Yeah, there they go, off into the grass. Yeah.
Off into the grass around
Who the hell
2-1.
is passing below the yellow before the goddamn start finish?
Oh, wow, and I managed to leave the, oh heavens.
That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous.
And we have the sound still on, which is always good broadcasting. Everybody likes that.
Thank you so much for ruining my last race.
Everybody's gonna love to hear that one again. We're gonna have to
some therapy for
some therapy.
Bit of exchange of words.
There we go. Let's watch it from the eye in the sky. What all happens? And there's the clog. It's 5 cars wide there. Somebody leaving the pit lane has the right idea.
That was 9 cars that came to a
Wow.
stop.
Pretty incredible mix-up there. Here you are, Matthew. Let's go on board for the start of your race. And great race suit, I must say.
Lederhosen comes in for the win, but yeah, I heard bumping, I couldn't see it, so I decided to get in the inside because I figured a wreck would happen to the outside. I cut it pretty hard.
Pretty smart, and then you see somebody turn it right there, pick up a couple.
Almost didn't work out for you with that, taking the inside line.
And this is the look a little bit further back. And some of these guys probably did really well to stay out of any sort of trouble. As Elliott had himself tons of room here. A little bit further ahead. Just driving into a brick wall here. Going off track. Oh my heavens.
This is kind of part for Andrew Turkis that worked out pretty well for him.
But what a mess in the background. Whoever that Red Bull car was, still having some issues. But yeah, not much fun to be had in the back at all. So let's bring up the stack, see where everybody is at the moment. Places gained. And Kenny Teal is needs to be correctly put in the right class, or maybe that's Donovan for some weird reason up front. But there you are, Stan. You're up to 5th place already. Make that 4th as you pick up another one here out on the banking.
Yeah, Stan was really confident on the radio about going through that bus stop. He seemed to have that pretty nailed. Let's see how it goes through.
And Corey Mitchell with a little bit of excitement taking some damage ahead of you, with Paul Langer from the 2nd row going out, and you're actually losing some positions there to Kevin Sandiego, of course, who just storms through the field. He just seems to have so much extra pace out of nowhere.
Have to take a look at how Kevin managed to get through. Did he start on the grid or did he start from the pit lane?
I don't know. It was from the back, anywho.
Kevin Sandiego up 21 places. It's
in the first lap.
In the first corner.
Pretty much. And there he goes. I think he's got that thing set up for top speed so well that he just has like an extra 2 or 3 like all the time. Let's put... Yeah, he's got DRS mode out there. He really does.
Let's see which lane he chooses here. He might get confident on the brakes. Oh, it looks like he's just going to tuck in line still.
Wait, is Kenny is in the right? Is Kenny in first place, or is that a glitch? I'm so confused.
Yeah, Kenny Teal was he got away clean from the start and didn't have any incident.
Jeez, I mean 12 positions though? Is that correct? Or is that just like a replay glitch? Like I have never. That would be exciting.
If he snuck through, I did not see him. I want to say he was our bumper.
I mean, you started in 10th, and it says you're only up 4 positions, so that doesn't make sense to me. So I think it's just a little wonky at the moment. Let me see if I can't restart that event recording. See if anything good happens out of it. But there's Craig Ream, Corey Mitchell, and Kelly Greenhoe just behind you. right battle. And there we go, some timing tower things shifting about. We'll see as everybody comes across the line. It's really freaking out now.
Looks like Corey was bravest of the late breakers into turn 1 and got 2 positions.
Yeah, Corey looked very good in turn 1 and in the horseshoes. He seemed pretty confident in there. Turn 1 is always nerve-wracking when you have that many cars around you.
Turn 1 here is just so crazy. Just the camber of it. It's so bumpy. It always seems so massive, but goes away from you so fast. Corey was just here a couple months ago, driving a Vet.
Illegal off-season testing reported.
Yeah, right.
And here we go. The bus stop was probably my weakest point here, so I imagine Corey's going to stretch me coming in there.
Ooh, that stretched me. Can you elaborate on that?
Put a little gap on me. The best part about Daytona is you just can't really shake the guy behind you with that draft.
Well, getting a little loose into this one. It whipped it back around though. Got it going.
You know one thing, he's very, very proud of that Scandinavian flick. He's
Yeah, right. That's how you're supposed to take bus stop chicanes.
You're supposed to drift the bus stop every time.
And did you get a slowdown penalty, Stan? Because you're hugging the outside here. Did you get a slowdown?
He did. The exit on the right-hand side is pretty easy to get a slowdown. I believe it's a second and a half.
Bummer. This is pretty exciting here, as it definitely puts you back in the thick of things in 12th. Or was this not a fun moment for you in the race? Was this a frustration moment? But it's okay, because Corey wanted to join you and keep that fight going.
Matt, you were doing well this stage of the race. You're up to 4th place, up 6 positions. That's impressive.
Yeah, it went pretty well. I believe when we watched Corey go off, I doored him a little bit and sort of set him off into the grass. So I had to get on the radio and apologize to Corey for that. But I think he makes a charge back up the field.
So you're saying you 4x'd him for the position. Got it. No.
I definitely 4x'd him. And I'm curious to see how many people on these straightaways, if anyone employs the bump draft or if everyone just tries to kind of slingshot around each other.
A pretty intense 4-car battle right there.
Yeah, what happened with that exit there?
Bus stop was probably the weakest part for me, and during practice and qualifying, I got that slowdown on the right side, so I was pretty timid through that bus stop. So I was just trying to survive through there. But turn 1 was probably where I started feeling pretty good after lap 6 or 7.
I think I saw Andre start from the pit lane, which is probably the right move, as he's already entered the top 10.
I think Andres was actually one of the guys that we saw come down the yellow line onto the start. And then
Oh, was he?
That mayhem. Yeah.
Stan got a little wide there in the turn 5. The horseshoe is alongside going into the braking zone. About to go back onto the oval.
Now, I'm pretty stoked that despite that shit show in the beginning of this race, that everyone's actually been able to stack up kind of well and not just be completely adrift. Because those races just, they're probably not that much fun to race in either. I know they're not. You know,
Ooh, well, you're a lot faster if you don't take the bus stop. I mean.
There you go. And Corey decides, hey, I can do that too.
Yeah,
and he's going to just buzz on through.
Probably a lot safer for everyone else if you avoid Corey in the bus stop. Let's be honest.
This Canadian on Canadian crime cannot stand. What are y'all doing?
There's going to be a lot of sorries in that corner.
Supposed to bump draft in the straights, guys, not in the corners. In the straights.
Oop. And they're around. Oh, you first. No, you first.
Yeah.
No, you first.
A very polite corner.
Yes, it was.
Good on them.
I don't know what they're both doing down there. They're both pretty fast in these things. But they're down in 24th place hitting each other.
I believe they got caught up in the beginning of the race shenanigans.
Oh, okay.
So there's Stan employing the bump draft, but it seems like everyone else is opting to really just slingshot around each other. Really
last race of the season. Yeah, no one's in it for the teamwork. Everyone's me first. Pick your horse. Do you want to be Max or do you want to be Lewis? There's no love lost between anyone in the last race.
Here's Craig and I going side by side through some of these horseshoes. This was pretty tight racing. I believe we keep it pretty clean. Look at the glow of those brakes.
Who ended up winning the Miata Championship? Was it Brian? No.
But I'm here to find out.
We're here to find out. I know who won this race, and Brian is in the lead. I think that the standings have figured themselves out.
Kenny
I want to say it is
right
Brian.
Oh wait, yeah, you're up 6. Kevin is up 22. He's in the podiums, and Kenny, I guess, is up 11 places. I guess that's real life. And yeah, Robbie Campbell and Richard Swindell's down 15 and 9 spots.
There's a bit of bump drafting. There we go. There's some teamwork.
This is the track to do it on.
There you are, yeah. And you can see in front, myself bump drafting Craig, so we're two teams trying to get away from each other.
Now, is there anything you would have done differently coming up in the next couple of laps, knowing that with the benefit of hindsight with the bump draft?
The bump draft never really hurt me. I think it was going well with Craig. It's just so hard when the cars behind you are bump drafting and also have your draft. Like, you're just not going to pull away from them. But you can make them catch you deeper into turn 1. But that 4-way battle was pretty good with the drafting. It was swapping places, so you're just expected to not really fight as they come around. Just let them have it, and then we'll get it next lap. You can see already out of the 4, I'm back in the 3rd, and if all goes well, I'll probably be in 1st by the next turn 1. now you can see that really tightening up. But again, we're coming into the bus stop, and I'm not really chancing it too much.
And Craig really does not get a good go through the bus stop at all. He thought he was going to have the right line being on the outside, but that did not go well.
There we go. There's a little bit of teamwork, but
Doesn't matter. You
just
can run.
doesn't matter.
You can run, but Craig says you can't hide. I'm back.
But it's sort of pick your poison though. Bump them and then, you know, make them beat you deeper into turn one.
Here comes
What's
Roman all the way around the outside trying it.
He made it stick for one position. A little bumping going back there, a little spicy. That was a great late break into that horseshoe.
Yeah, you left an opening if you took it.
Yeah, the horseshoes are great for swapping places. It's, you know, you're on the outside for one of them and then you're inside on the other. And there it goes, just falls back in line. I agree. Scott, he lost a bit of distance to us. I didn't realize how much distance he actually had between us. But that draft should suckle back in.
Yeah, it's really at that top end. You know, when there's, you know, 2 cars, 3 cars in front of you just punching such a big hole. And Roman just sliding it in there. Just so aggressive.
Yeah, I think Roman had me pretty well read there. It's his lap 8, so all 8 laps, you can probably tell it's pretty timid through bus stop, so might as well send it right by me. So
Yeah,
good
I
pass.
mean, he's the kind of guy that, you know, it doesn't really matter what you're gonna do. You know what he's gonna do. Like, you know, so.
He's gonna send it.
He's gonna send it. So it's really on you to know better.
Looks like Craig found a gap and is gonna send it between 2. Oh, it just didn't work out.
But keeps it safe. I went way overdrove that. Mirror watching probably there.
Yeah.
So we've all been
Looks
guilty of that.
shiny.
You guys are all doing a great job of leaving each other just enough space.
And something happened to Brian there as he slips back to 3rd place. Guess who in first? And Kenny Teal's hanging on. So Brian had some sort of wreck.
Yeah, so unless Kenny has anything to say about it, I think Kevin kind of walks away after the rest of the race, but it's still within a second. It's hopefully still within the draft.
I think you guys can just see them up ahead at 5-6 seconds. It's tough to close that gap. Just you're already halfway through the race now.
Yeah, at this point, I don't think anyone in that battle were really worried about second, even third at that point. We were just honed in on each other, trying to survive that.
Oh,
Yep, and there's kind of the end of my day.
Yes, you're gonna drop back a bunch.
Well, at least you tried.
At least you should just park it. Always park it after your spin. And these guys just chucking it in there.
A solid overtake. Nice
Yeah,
work.
I mean, yeah. Giving each other as much room through the bus stop as you pretty much can.
And you know you're running that wall close when your car is clipping through it. Bit of a shortcut. Does he get a slowdown? It didn't seem like it.
No, he's definitely going to end up with a slowdown for that. That was maybe an off track. It's so strange there. It's like, hey, you got an off track. I'm like, does that mean I cut the corner? No, you're good. You're cool. Just like cut the corner, man.
If you do it right, you can, on the left side of the track, you can get an off track, but not a slowdown.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, what? It seems like a corner cut to me.
He went for the pass, so he must not be worried about a slowdown.
Yeah.
It's the perfect time. Get the position and then slow down in front of your opponent.
There you go. When you get into
We're slowing down together.
He's like, we have a 7-second slowdown. Sorry, pal.
Bit of a Mac Verstappen there.
Sorry,
slow down and then take that space back.
My transponder's broken. Sorry, can't hear you.
You gotta slow down, but in this race, I don't think you ever really found yourself alone, which was kind of a good part about this race.
Let's take a quick peek over here at the track map. It's really only one or two bare sections on the track.
Andrew had it looked like a bit of a look. But just kind of backed off and let me have it there.
You witnessed how you went through the bus stop last time. Gave you a little bit of space.
Yeah. So you gotta show them what you do, and then they'll give you a little space.
And Mark Bray just way up on the banking. It's not like he's got a slowdown. I just think he was getting past and hasn't really wanted to get back in line.
Sometimes I think it's just a little bit easier to be offline so you can see turn one.
Right.
It's better for all of us if we can see our apex and make it out to the next lap.
Man, I'm working on this new technique where I just tunnel vision right on my opponent's tail lights, and that's all I look at. I'm trying it out. I'll let you know how it works.
Matt has told me to look through the roll bar of the Mazda in front of me to spot my braking point.
It's what windows are for. You're supposed to look through them. His and yours.
I haven't mastered it yet.
That doesn't sound too good at all. You really gotta get your braking points down. I remember when I was still honestly pretty bad. In an Apex race, somebody had taken out the braking markers, you know, the 100-foot, 50-foot braking markers on the turn. I look around, I'm like, where the fuck am I supposed to turn? Ended up taking somebody out. It was great fun. Good times.
That's a big brain move.
Yeah,
Take
exactly.
out the markers and cones.
I gotta get off these stupid numbers and get a feel for things better.
For the bump draft. There we go.
They also have Mark Bray. They just got by him and haven't really been able to ditch him.
At this point of the race, Corey's car might have had a little bit of damage, trouble maintaining that top speed. They might just be helping him out, continue down the road.
He only had the one spin. I wonder how much, where he would have collected more damage.
Wasn't that spin a T-bone?
It was a bit of a door, but it was a 0x for my part, so.
He did have head on with somebody coming out of the bus stop on lap 1. I think he had just hit somebody.
I gotcha. Yeah, then that would be decent amount of damage.
Oh yeah, he's not looking too hot up front. He's not looking too hot anywhere, actually.
He's mega on the brakes going into the horseshoe. He is the last of the late breakers.
And it just seemed like Mark Bray was just kind of biding his time, waiting for the accident to unfold in front of him. Hopefully. You don't have to be fast if you're gonna stay clean, so it's a good philosophy.
He wants to stay clean. That's a terrible philosophy.
And again, he doesn't have to try too hard. Just hang back. His lap times are probably not, you know, anywhere near his best. He can just hang back, stay in the draft, and just wait for this these two cars to kind of collect themselves. That would give him the top 10 spot, so.
Doesn't really even look like Chad's going for a move. I think he's just helping Corey along, trying to get away from Mark, who lost about 7/10 going through the bus stop there. Get a little bit of it back.
Yeah, Corey must be quite slow because Mark caught him pretty easily, so yeah, looks like Chad is just trying to push him along there.
I mean, it definitely is a free position right at the end of the race, so you know, race to the line against this limping Miata.
Yeah, the charity pushes stops at the last lap.
Frank is up 19 spots. Andre is down
3. These two are having a mega battle. Battles all over the track.
Yeah, there was a lot of sore egos, but at the same time, there's a lot of hard battling going on. So it kind of just comes with the territory.
And here we're just seeing Brian getting passed by Kelly for the final podium spot. No, he's about to lose another one to Craig Ream here. He just doesn't look like he has much pace at all at the moment.
Yeah, hard to tell. I don't see any damage.
I think swinging it wide going into the bus stop, you just give up a little bit of that exit pace and you'll get got on the back straight.
And here's Kenny Teal getting passed for second place. Sorry, that we're just somehow, I don't exactly know how the top 5 drivers almost came together here, but there's Kelly up to second. Kenny going very wide, dropping all the way down to nearly 5th here with Craig getting through now. That was weird. That was, you know, I thought there were at least 2 or 3 seconds between those guys, and now they're all just sort of swamped together, and Kenny falls from 2nd down to 5th.
Ooh, that was a bit close. That was almost a touch in that turn, but still right on each other.
So we got a pretty decent battle going on. Kevin is now 4+ seconds down the road. Probably going to run away from it, run away with it, and then these two though, what a battle! What are they fighting for here? 13th place.
Kelly tucks it in pretty nicely out of there.
Now, do the tires have any drop off? I don't know.
Not really. If you smoke them in a turn and lock them a bit, you'll feel the next. But there's really no tire degradation on this track with these cars. But they're skinny tires anyway, so they don't have any grip to begin with. So. Pretty well for Craig right there. That was a great turn one.
I think Craig's the only car in this 4-pack battle that doesn't have any door dings, and his mirrors are all still intact.
Yeah, great run out of that horseshoe to get around on Kelly there. Now he should be able to get the draft, and they'll see how he can make an attempt into the bus stop. He ought to be close enough. I'm always curious to see if someone tries to defend the inside of the bus stop or let them have it and just get them on turn one after the next stretch.
But Craig is going for the turn one approach.
He
Backed
is.
off going in.
He's probably the wiser of the two choices. So you have the whole horseshoe section to really try to get some time out of it.
Now, I think the Miatas are actually so slow. If he goes for a pass right here, he can actually get passed again before reaching turn one. Just wait just a little bit.
I think Craig was on the same wavelength as you. He's probably going to bump into the line and get around. Here he goes.
And Kelly to
Ooh.
the inside out of nowhere. He's gonna
So he says,
sneak
thank you
in.
very much.
Oh, and all three of them following almost go off track. Well done, Kelly. That was pretty slick.
Still have the Sims and Garcia battle, looks like.
And Troy and Michael Harney all the way back down for 21st place. Glad or at least these guys have somebody to battle with. It's pretty lonely out there. A couple guys.
It's a little lonely for Brandon back there.
At least you can lap cars. There's that.
Now I'm convinced there's some admin team orders going on there. Both Mark and that teal car are still behind Corey, and they clearly have pace in a straight line.
Rule number one: don't bump the admins.
Yeah, I don't quite know what is going on with Chad there. But I think Mark Braden knows that if he gets past, oh jeez, or fights him too hard for it, he's probably just gonna get overtaken again, like somewhat immediately. So he might just stay in the draft and keep putting in 2.11.7s or whatever they're doing at the moment.
Everyone's fighting for that second place. Surprisingly, Kevin isn't pulling away, although he might have just eased up off the gas. You already know you have the pace. Don't have to make everyone else feel slow.
Yeah. At this point, too, I think a lot of people have gotten a slowdown in that bus stop, and it's a second and a half of actual slowdown, but because it's in the straight, it really feels like a 3-second slowdown.
Oh yeah, you over the whole straight, you lose so much time out of that.
So it's probably wise to take it easy, because that's pretty much the only gap he has is 4.5 seconds, which puts everyone right back on him.
I would say that's probably one of my larger gripes with iRacing are how those slowdown penalties are dealt out. And I know that they've got to cover it off for some guy who's just like flooring it through the bus stop, and not like slowing down at all. But, those things are not very much appreciated at all.
Oh no.
Do we have an Austin Powers here? No.
Or just heavily damaged.
Heavily damaged. What you doing here, kiddo?
On the banking, though?
Oh boy.
I don't know.
He touched that apron.
Yeah, that is not where you want to put it down.
Well.
Yep. Driving on 3 wheels.
Trying to squeeze those thousandths out by hugging the apron, and I guess it just really didn't work out too well.
I'm impressed you guys are still continuing to just drift it through the bus stop this late in the race with...
Oh yeah, but you look at the time. We got less than 4 minutes on the board. But I suppose drifting is the only thing to do at this stage of the race. We're pushing it. We got what, maybe 2 more laps out there.
I'm invested. I actually don't know who wins this. Well, Kevin wins, but I don't know who gets second and third.
Who wins this race?
Second and third, though.
Matt, are you also on the West Coast?
East Coast.
East Coast. Oh God.
Yeah. East Coast, worst coast. Am I right?
I looked at the timing. It was like F1 qualifying in the morning, 5 a.m. Oof. That might not happen. That might be replay files.
Yeah, they're all replays. Yeah,
they're all replays.
I have to fight the urge to stay off of Instagram or before I watch the F1 race. It's still there when you wake up at 9.
It is. Yeah, turn off all those alerts.
Although, speaking of F1, I usually work Sundays, and this Sunday I took off.
There you go.
Because I'm going to have to watch it live, that one.
I think this one's going to be live. What was it, last year or something? For when Roman Grosjean done freaking burst into a flaming pile.
Our Phoenix.
Oh my God, the Phoenix! Heavens, Jesus! It was like so emotional. I had no idea what was going on. I had like half a cup of coffee. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I was like, what the fuck is going on? a terrible morning. It was terrible.
Everyone felt bad for Grosjean, but I watched that happen live, and all I
Yeah.
said was, "This was your fault. He did that to himself."
I mean, he did it to himself, but he didn't want his fuel
Congrats, you didn't die, but
sack
bro.
to rip open. Yeah, no, that was definitely, probably his fault. But whatever. I was not ready for that one. That was an early race. Of
That
course,
was a send.
Thinking of myself. Oh heavens.
This is this is where I get my slowdown out of the bus stop and
Park it.
just park it.
Park it for good.
You were in ninth. Did you just throw in the towel? We were.
Yeah, I got the slowdown and then I didn't slow down and got DQ'd.
Oh.
I thought I
yeah.
could beat the slowdown into turn 1, and it turns out you're just like a millisecond away from doing it.
Oh, so you got hit with a penalty.
Yeah.
In which case, in the final minute of the session.
Yeah, just park it.
So Brian has got himself a nice little cushion out there, thanks to, I think, Kelly Greenhoe it was, who now finds himself back in 5th. And Kenny has fought his way somehow out of nowhere back up to 3rd. On what is surely going to be the final lap here. Let's go on board with Kelly to the line. He's got Craig to his right. And he's in the slipstream of Kenny now.
Going for it.
Will Craig help him? Give him a little bump?
Craig is
And
gonna
then
go.
Craig's going to
for
make it
himself.
3 wide. And Kenny pulls out of it right at the end to end up coming 5th. Let's see, here is this run. Here's Mark Bray getting passed by Andre Garcia. No drafting or bump drafting at the moment as Chad, he actually has probably a good run on Corey here. He's going to make that position up. Here comes Mark Bray on the outside of Andre Garcia. Oh, and right to the line, it's Mark Bray, Andre, and then Corey losing out right at the end. Corey dropping out of the top 10 to 12th.
Everyone waited to the last possible second to pass Corey there at the line.
Exactly how rough it was out there for them. We have a couple more cars to come across the line. And Elliot Gorberg, who is of a different class, getting passed right at the end. And Kelly, I guess, needing the push to the podium picture. Oh my goodness gracious.
It's a well-calculated fuel load he had on there.
Yeah, right? I will say, just squeaking into the podium spots, and poor old Craig Ream has to do the favor for 4th place. Matt, Tyler, one of you guys feel like running us down the race results?
Go ahead, Tyler.
I can't read.
Oh, you can't read them all?
I'm kidding. All right, we're 1st place. Goes without saying. Kevin San Diego, 2nd place. Brian DeVries, 3rd spot on the podium. We got Kelly Greenhoe. Craig Ream in 4th. Kenny Teal 5th, followed by Josh Olson. Roman Bykoff in the Coors car, coming in 7th place. Andrew Dirks, 8th. And Chad, sorry if I messed up your name, Sonowski? And rounding out the top 10 goes to Mark Bray. I'll let Matt finish off the rest.
On the bottom here, we have Andres Garcia, Corey Mitchell, Frank Sims, Kent Kruger, Brian Lemke, Russell Elizondo, Troy Banks, and Michael Harney.
Oh,
Moving
there's
on
more.
down, we got Sean Giroux, myself in 20th, Stan Hammons in 21st, from way up there, down to 21st. Then Brian Zinn, Dan Fendick, Brandon Bachman, Richard Swindells, Robbie Campbell, Paulo Langer, and Jedediah Babinek.
All right.
Rounding out our 28.
Good stuff. All right. So that was our famed MX-5 race that we're frozen in, actually, because that's the end of our replay file. But thank you, everyone, for joining us here on Backseat Broadcasting. We will see you next season. I am doing Tuesday nights, doing the MX-5s and the TCR cars. Be sure to look out for that. I'm also going to be racing